Hello, dear traders. Welcome to the Trading Hero channel for a weekly review of trading results. This week, all portfolios showed profits. The 5,000 portfolio in the first version made 0.65% profit. The 5,000 portfolio in the second version made 0.13% profit. The 10,000 portfolio in the first version made 0.5% profit. The 10,000 portfolio in the second version made 0.4% profit. The 20,000 portfolio made almost 0.8% profit. The 50,000 portfolio made 0.3% profit. The 100,000 portfolio made 0.24% profit, and the 200,000 portfolio made 0.66% profit. Let's switch to the MetaTrader platform and see how we traded this week. Let's start with the first currency pair, the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. We are working on the hourly time frame. Each vertical line shows the results of one trading day, and we have highlighted the trading area this week with a grey rectangle. On this currency pair, we can see a rapid uptrend that started last week, so most of the trades we opened were sell trades. We closed only a few buy trades. If we look at the situation globally, we can see that this correction began after testing the lows of July 2024, before which the market was actually in an uptrend, after which it corrected by breaking through the support line in December. Now we have a situation that can be interpreted as the beginning of a new downtrend or a return to the previous uptrend. From our point of view, the most likely scenario for next week will be a correction at least to the median price of this week, which coincides with the previous local highs, which the market is likely to test to gain additional strength and move up. This week's profit amounted to $198. The next currency pair is the Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar. The price of this asset was within the previous week's range all week, so there were few closed deals. But we have several open deals for sale, and this week's profit was $18. The next currency pair is the Australian dollar against the US dollar. We have a similar situation with the Australian against the Canadian. If we look globally, we can see that this month the price has reached its lowest level since 2020, which is why we are seeing such a rapid upward correction. From our point of view, next week we can expect the price to consolidate around local highs with a possible decline to the median of the previous week and further upward price movement. The next currency pair is the euro against the British pound. For this currency pair, the market finally slowed down the growth that had been occurring for almost 2 weeks in a row and moved into a correction phase, which allowed us to cover trades on one of the algorithms, while the second algorithm has several open sell trades. From our point of view, there is a possibility that the market will decline even further, which will allow us to close existing open trades with a profit. This week's profit amounted to $261. The next currency pair is the pound against the US dollar. This asset grew by almost 3,000 pips this week, but globally, we are still in a downward trend, so further market movement will depend on whether the price can break through the previously formed consolidation and go beyond it. The most likely scenario is consolidation within these limits with a downward correction, after which the market has a good chance of continuing its initial movement after gaining a sufficient number of buyers at low prices. This week's profit amounted to $365. The next currency pair is the pound against the Canadian dollar. This asset shows a similar picture. There is growth and several impulses. Unfortunately, some deals were closed with slippage at worse prices, but we still managed to make good money on this asset. If we look at the situation globally, we are testing the lower boundary of the price corridor. Next week, we can expect consolidation in the upper part of this price range. This week's profit amounted to $1,189. And the last currency pair for today is the New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. Here, we have an uptrend for 2 weeks in a row and have many open sell positions and several buy positions. We are at the point where the market can break it and continue to move, but while we are within this trend, The most likely scenario is a price drop to the previous consolidation zone, allowing us to close existing trades with a profit. This week's profit amounted to $388. Thank you for your attention and have a productive trading week.